apresentação do time da Tailândia. Número 5, Nippon. Número 6, Supauli. Número 7, Bruto Peixe. Número 9, Kamokai. Número 11, Valuti. Número 12, Chupachachu. Número 13, Popstorm. Número 14, Amsterdam. Número 15, Tomate. Vamos apresentar o time dos Estados Unidos. Número 0, Davis. Número 2, Sebastian. Número 3, Rio. Número 7, Jogo. Número 9, Sabe Jonathan. Número 10, Colin. Número 11, Kaivan. Número 13, Andrew. Número 21, Kelly. Número 30, Keishon. Número 34, Timóteo. Número 41, Charles. A equipe de ambos que vai conduzir essa partida. Árbitro Lambani. Seu assistente é o Thomas. Número 2, Ray. E comissário do jogo é o Axel. Agora vamos lá, execução da Tailândia.
Hello everyone, excuse me, and welcome to the Paralimpico Sports Hall here in Sao Paulo, Brazil, as we get set for our final game of day 4, and it is going to pit the United States of America and Thailand here on court number 1. Hello everyone, John Hobbs on hand as we get set for our final game of day 4. And the United States currently 2-1 in Group B. Will face off against a Thailand side currently 0-3 in the pool. Starting fives for the two teams, starting with the United States. Adam Smith, Gavin Peterson, Andrew Butel, Keyshawn Perry, and Tim Houston will be starting it off for the United States. For Thailand, Supawit Wiabring, Bumthihak Sisuwan, Valachok Chiero, Chachapong Fufan, and Emontep Kongpakau will start for the men in red right there in your picture. A lot of the offense will go through Kongpakau, the number 14. And the USA will be aware of that threat. They've got a number of threats themselves, most notably in Tim Houston, leading the way with 15 points a game in these World Championships. Andrew Butel with 10 points a game. Tim Houston, right now, the only US player to to collect 20 assists or more right now. Jude Hiley, the closest to him, with 13 assists in the early phases of these World Championships. Our 3 officials tonight from Czechia, Algeria and Egypt. Tomáš Paya of Czechia, Aya Ahmed of Egypt, and Mabaka Lebani of Algeria. Thailand hit the floor, clad in red, and the USA in white. Coming out onto the floor, a number of these USA players, collegiates playing for their relative universities, a couple of players representing the NWBA, one of the biggest wheelchair basketball competitions and leagues on the planet. 42 states, nearly 3,000 members, 225 plus teams. Just tells you the tale, doesn't it, about how big the NWBA is, and the United States get the first possession of the game. Beautiful ball movement straight away. Perry with the offensive rebound, in and out, doesn't get it to fall. And Falatok Chiero gets the rebound. He'll be pulling the strings for this Thailand offense. 10 to shoot already for the Asian Giants as the shot clock continues to wind down. And Fufan ran out of room, but Thailand will keep the ball. Fufan, who averaged 8 points, 9 rebounds in last year's Asia Oceania Championships. One second though on the shot clock, so Kongpakau has got to get a shot off, but can't get it to go as Keyshawn Perry was all over him like a rash. And the United States will have a chance to get on the score sheet at the second time of asking. Here is Smith. Smith assessing what's before him, finds Perry, the lefty. Here is Butel, back to Perry. Shot clock down to 10. Perry a 2 off the back iron and rebounded by Emontep Kongpakau. And Emontep Kongpakau now, lovely dump off pass and in a bit of space, and he'll go to the line for 2. Chakpong Fufan. Slow to get going here in our final game on court number 1. as we enter the halfway phase, or just beyond the halfway phase now, of the group stages of the 8th annual Under-23 World Championships. Fufan with the first score of the game and splits the free throws. And Tim Houston with the rebound. Houston, beautiful bounce pass, and Boutel does the rest. Drew Boutel, the Naperville, Illinois native, with the first score for the United States of America. Great to have you all on board on the IWBF YouTube channel. There's USA fans in attendance, not just on the stream, but in the stands here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Waving the stars and stripes, old glory, as they say in the US. A very proud basketball nation. Paralympic gold medalists at senior level and world champions as well. Kong Pak Hao. Kong Pak Hao driving to the basket. He'll be the main offensive threat for Thailand, and he rattles in a baseline shot. And now the United States on the attack with Peterson. Here is Houston, swings it around to Smith. The lefty is money. As Superwet Weerbring hits the deck. Here's the replay. Beautiful crisp passing from the US and a smooth release from Jonathan Smith, or Adam Smith. Adam Smith plays at Auburn University. A successful junior career with the Charlotte Rolling Hornets. Another player through the NWBA system. Here it is Fufan. Fufan is in trouble here. He's in a straitjacket. He's bailed out by his teammate Chiero. Kong Pak Hao, a jumper is good. Amontep Kong Pak Hao with his second field goal. Smith. Houston in a bit of room. Decides to kick it out. Smith gets it back. The trailer was Peterson. Peterson lost the ball. 8 to shoot for the States. Cross it goes to Smith. Same position, but the result is different. It's tipped by Houston and finished by Perry. And the US out to a 6-5 lead. 3 minutes played in the first. Final game here on Court 1 and day 4 of the Under-23 World Championships, and the USA, the competition's most successful side, out to a 6-5 lead. Kong Pak Hao at the other side of the wing. Over 2 USA defenders. Perry with the rebound. And away come the US. Perry gets it back. It's 3 on 2. Perry passes it out. Peterson gets it to go. And the Utah native makes it 8-5 to the United States. Kong Pak Hao. Velachok Chiero. A lot more urgency in this Thailand team from the team we saw against Great Britain the other day, but they still trail by 3. Offensively though, a lot of urgency, great ball movement. Perry driving to the basket. Houston in the corner pocket. 7 to shoot. Houston still has it. Houston off the glass. It's no good. And rebounded by Chiero. Chiero's second rebound so far. All the shots for Thailand have been taken by Amontep Kong Pak Hao. Chachafong Fufan on the ball. Shot clock is at 1 and a whistle has gone. A 3-second violation called on Superwit Weerbring. We're entering the halfway mark here in the first period, and it's been a scrappy affair. USA looking to break out in transition. Thailand methodical in their approach. And the passing crisp from the United States right now. Smith has it. Here is Boutel. And Drew Boutel misses the 2. And a whistle has gone. And the foul is called on Falatok Chiero. And Kayshawn Perry at the foul line. Native of Woodville, Texas, just north of Houston. Only representative, actually, in this United States side that studies at the University of Texas, Arlington. Playing with the Moving Mavs as one of the more decorated teams in the NWBA. As the ball goes out of bounds, it will be a Thailand ball. And the advertising boards fall like dominoes. Moving Mavs, as I alluded to just now, where Kayshawn Perry plays. 12 national titles for both men and women. One of the more decorated teams in the competition. That'll be an offensive foul on Thailand. And the United States will retain possession. 4:47 remaining and the States up by 3. But as said, a lot of urgency in Thailand's offense, but right now, that was their 3rd turnover of the game. Drew Boutel to the basket, beautiful trailer, and the finish inside. Chance of defense from the USA faithful here in the stands of Sao Paulo. Kong Pak Hao is triple teamed. Chiero has it at the top. Single figures on the shot clock for Thailand. And Amonteb Kong Pak Hao misses the 2, but it's rebounded by Thailand. Their first offensive board of this game. Kong Pak Hao has the ball back. It's taken away by Houston, welcomed by Perry, and now it's 2-0 to the United States, and this is room service for Houston. And a timeout called by Thailand. And a 7-0 run from the States has given them a 12-5 advantage. And Thailand coach Dustala, the Iranian, has seen enough. He's called a timeout. And the States up 12-5 with 3:51 remaining in our final game of day 4. It's been a wonderful tournament here in this impressive Paralympic-focused facility. Part of the Rio 2016 Paralympic project, legacy project, home of many different sports, up to 17 sports in total. Just across the way from this court, we have a blind football pitch, judo, para-tennis just outside, and living quarters where all 12 teams are based here at the 8th Annual World Under-23 Championships. One of the more world-class facilities across the world, and the wonderful people of Sao Paulo have welcomed us with open arms, and the action here has been absolutely fantastic. And we're just getting started here as Thailand get their possession back. And here is Chiero. Chiero thought about the 3, was met by Smith. Kong Pak Hao gets it over Perry. Perry stands his ground, and away comes Houston. And now Peterson with the ball, looking to push. Peterson sees some daylight, kicks it out. Houston is all alone from 7 feet. Perry with the offensive board, and he puts it in. .3:15 remaining, and Perry swipes it away from Imontep Kong Pak Hao, and it will stay a Thailand possession. Coming up to 7 minutes played here in this first period, in the United States starting to flex their muscles a little bit. Shot clock at 8 now for Thailand. And Perry with the steal, anticipating perfectly where that ball was going. And a foul called on Chachafong Fufan. Third team foul for Thailand in the first period, who are shooting 33% from the field. And all but one of their field goal attempts has come from Amontep Kongpakhao. The other attempt from Valachuk Chiero. Smith, again, beautiful crisp passing from the States. Great off-ball movement along the perimeter, looking for a good shot. Boutel is wide open the mid-range, and Perry tips it back to Boutel. And that pass asking a lot of Houston, who had to jump out of the gym to get it, and he'll go to the foul line. Tim Houston, as I said at the top of the stream, leading the way for the United States, and was the integral part in America's Under-23 America's Championship win back in April in Bogota, Colombia, including 13 points, 9 boards in the final against Canada. Chucked out 8 assists as well for fun. And the long ball collected by Smith, and all alone is Boutel. And Thailand's defense were not at the races, and it's a 9-point lead to the States. As a pair of group substitution will come in for the United States. 3, in fact. Martrell Stevens, Jude Hiley, and Colin Lancaster will come in. Kayshawn Perry, who's had a fantastic first period. Adam Smith and Gavin Peterson come out. Kayshawn Perry already flirting with a double-double, 4 points and 6 rebounds for the Texas man. And a foul again called. And a first foul on Colin Lancaster. Only been on the court for all of 5 seconds. And his first contribution is to foul Amontep Kongpakhao, who will go to the stripe for Thailand. And Kongpakhao misses the first free throw. Thailand shooting 33% from the stripe in this one. And misses the second, and away come the States. USA play with such a quick pace, but at the same time, each play is thought out very carefully. Stevens back to Lancaster, who banks in a 2. And now it's a 13-point lead for the United States, slowly but surely racing away from their Asian counterparts. Chiero trying to put the moves on Stevens. Here is Fufan. Fufan lobs it wide to Kongpakhao, 5 to shoot for Thailand. And Chiero, his shot is no good, and it's welcomed in by Lancaster. As we enter the final minute and 15 seconds, and Houston couldn't hang on to the ball. Stevens says thank you very much, gets his own rebound, and a whistle has gone before Houston can fire off a shot. Foul is on Valachuk Chiero. That's his 3rd foul. So Valachuk Chiero, one of the main playmakers on this Thailand team, and one of the more physical players, appearing in his first World Championships, in foul trouble early on, as Martrell Stevens rattles in his first free throw. The University of Illinois man, actually a Chicago native as well, so representing the Windy City. And the ball is loose, and it's picked up by Houston, and a whistle has gone before Houston could set Martrell Stevens free for a field goal attempt. There's a substitution to come in for Thailand as Falachok Chiero, as expected, will come out, as will Bumthihak Sisuwan. And coming in, Nippon Bumthawat. And the number 12, excuse me, not the number 12, the number 9. No, not Nat Kampupak. Try saying that 5 times. And 56.6 seconds to go in the first period. And the United States out to a 21-5 lead over Thailand. But make no doubts about it, the Thai team have been energetic. They've got some good shots off, just the execution letting them down. And Montem Kopakal has been strong offensively. 6 to shoot, hand in the way there from Jude Hiley. This will be a shot clock violation. And Chachapong Fufan knows that. Now with 28 seconds left in the first, the United States will have a 14-second shot clock. And a chance to extend their lead further. Houston has the ball. Houston, beautiful pass. It's just simple basketball, but effective from the States, and Hiley with the score. 23-5, and the steal from Houston, who can't get it to fall. Great instinct there, great quick hands from Tim Houston. Oh, that's going to be a backcourt violation. Or is it? Yes, it is. Ayar Ahmed, our official from Egypt, in great position. As Thailand dicing with danger there on that possession. And as a result, turnover number 8 with 4.2 to go in the first period. And the United States racing away. Hiley a 3, banks it home on the buzzer, just for good measure. Jude Hiley burying it from downtown, from Steph Curry range. And the United States of America lead Thailand 26-5. Scoring well spread out for the States, led by Andrew Butel, 3 of 5 from the field, and Drew Butel has 6 points. A couple of players on 4 points. Keyshawn Perry with 4 points, 6 boards. Tim Houston with 4 points, half of them coming from the foul line. Montep Kompakal leading the way for Thailand with 4 points, 2 of 5 shooting, but Thailand only able to get 7 field goal attempts up in the first 10 minutes. And those 7 field goal attempts, most of them, of course, coming from Kompakal, the other 2 coming from the playmaker, Verachuk Chiero, who is in foul trouble, 3 fouls for him. And he was subbed out with a minute or so to go, and not Nat Kopapak took his place, but he hasn't contributed yet. But Thailand with it all to do, currently 0-3 in Group B. They play South Africa in their final game of the group, and for the United States, they will play the undefeated and already qualified to the quarterfinals, Great Britain. That'll take place tomorrow afternoon over on court number 2. As Great Britain's run of games here on this very court, court number 1 will come to an end until at least the knockout phase. And the United States would like to join them in the next phase, the quarterfinals. The top 4 teams go through to the quarterfinals, 2 groups of 6. United States currently 2-1. USA's sole loss coming against Italy, and Italy lost their unbeaten run today to Great Britain in what was an absolutely fascinating contest here on this court as we start the second period here in Sao Paulo. And Fufan has the ball. Lobs it to Kong Pak Hao, and it's intercepted by Butel, and now it's a race. Butel will get the ball, and it'll be an easy layup. Catch him if you can, says Drew Butel. Of course, Japan and South Africa in action, currently on court number 2. And another steal, and Lancaster will get this, and Lancaster blows the layup. And Kong Pak Hao with the rebound. Rebound number 5 for Amontep Kong Pak Hao, who puts up a 3, and that's short. Rebounded by Butel. Here is Houston. It's 2-on-1. It's 3-on-1. They're lining up. Stevens lays it up and in. Fufan. Fufan looking and finding Chiero, who is marked by Butel. Kong Pak Hao, beautiful pass from Kong Pak Hao, and the finish from Sisuwan. Probably arguably Thailand's best move of the game thus far. Beautiful ball movement from the Asian side. Houston at the elbow. Finds an open Lancaster high off the window, and that goes nowhere but in the hands of Falatok Chiero. Chiero looking for options. Deflected by Butel, reclaimed by Chiero. Kong Pak Hao, again the pass inside to Sisuwan, and Houston swipes it away. And on the follow is Amontep Kong Pak Hao at the right place at the right time. Lancaster. Beautiful pass from Lancaster. It's given to Hiley, and Stevens in acres of space. That's short. And Fufan comes away with the rebound. And Weabring is on the floor. He hit the deck hard. A nice gesture from the American players and the fans applauding Superwit Weabring, who gets back up, and Thailand will get their possession back up and running. 9 on the shot clock though for Thailand. Superwit Weabring driving along the baseline, but the pass doesn't reach him. Instead, it reaches Martrell Stevens. And here is Lancaster. There's numbers here for the States. Houston behind the back. They're getting fancy with it. And the finish inside from Lancaster. Razzle dazzle from the States. And they're up 32-9 with 3 minutes and a bit of change played in the second period. Great to have you on board the IWBF YouTube channel. The comments are a bit quiet at the moment. Get the comments going, see where you are across the globe, whether you're in the United States of America, whether you're in Thailand. Let us know who you're supporting, or anywhere else across the world. Wherever you are, it's great to have you on board as the United States lead 32-9. Fufan with the shot clock at 5. Inside it goes. The miss under the basket from Sisuwan. Houston keeps it in. Who's got the ball? Thailand look to get possession, and that's a hard foul. And that'll be an unsportsmanlike foul on Amontep Kong Pak Hao. And no play on the ball at all. That was a hard foul from Kong Pak Hao. And United States will get free throws and get possession. Jude Hiley, an Atlanta, Georgia native, will get the free throws. And Jude Hiley alongside Adam Smith, another Auburn University guy. Actually a freshman at that prestigious uni. And the possession will stay with the United States with 6:24 remaining, and the USA looking comfortable at the moment at 33-9. But Thailand have certainly had their spells. Highly wide open, a three, money. You don't want to give Jude Hiley that space. He loves the three. He loves to rain them in from downtown all the time in the world. Chiero, 4 minutes played in the second. Chiero looking for help, hounded there by Hiley, and right into the waiting arms of Lancaster. But Thailand get the ball back through Kong Pak Hao. Kong Pak Hao at the foul line. Doesn't get that to go. Great, well, good attempt for the rebound from Sisuwan. But Houston brings it up. The fake, the finish. Pretty from Tim Houston. And now Kong Pak Hao just about gets the ball over the timeline. And the Thailand player on the floor as Nippon Bomthawat now hits the deck and helped back up by Thailand coach Mohamed Dijkstra. And the two no good again by Kong Pak Hao, and away come the USA. And it's almost a familiar tale right now, but the Thai players get back in numbers and Kong Pak Hao intercepts the pass. And now it's 2-on-2, now it's 2-on-4. The United States so quick to get back into their transition defensive sets. Chiero, 9 to shoot for Thailand. Over 5 minutes played, over halfway through. And Kong Pak Hao hounded by 3 USA defenders. Jude Hiley knew where that was going, and now he has the ball. Stevens for company, Lancaster's there, and a whistle has gone, and an offensive foul has been called. And it's on Martrell Stevens. Three trio substitutions now coming in. Davis, Taylor, Sebastian Milan, and Gavin Peterson. There's 2 of the 3 come in for the first time, and another Thailand player on the floor. And Nippon Bomthawat again hitting the deck. Bomthawat, a stubborn, defensive-minded player. Really likes to play mind games with his opponents. Bomthawat, here is Kong Pak Hao, who misses the 2. Davis Taylor with the rebound. The Kansas City man now bringing it up. And a good piece of defending there from Kong Pak Hao, but the USA reclaim it. And under the basket, and the finish is no good from Boutel. And on the follow is another score for the USA. .346 remaining in the second quarter. Both teams doing very well to keep their foul count down. Been a very disciplined and free-flowing second quarter. Kong Pak Hao trying to get free, and Peterson not allowing him to do so. Davis Taylor now comes to meet him, but Kong Pak Hao still has it. And Boutel with the rebound. Kong Pak Hao now 3 of 10 from the field. Taylor. Again, every touch effective from the States, and the finish inside from Boutel. USA shooting 56% now from the field. And they have scored 28 points in the paint, and they might make it 30 with this next play here. Taylor, it's 2-on-1. There's the pass inside. There is point number 30 in the paint, as Gavin Peterson, the beneficiary. 44-9, 2:55 remaining. Thailand call timeout. And the USA outscoring Thailand 18-4 in this second period. But make no mistake, this is a hung Thailand team. They'll be back, there's no doubt about that. They're a young team, but at the same time a hungry team, eager to impress. And on the other side, the USA, the most successful side at under 23 level in the 8 championships. If you count gold medals, they have 2 gold medals, so do Canada, but the USA have more medals overall. They have a silver and a bronze to their name. USA won their back-to-back gold medals in 2005 in Birmingham and 2009 in Paris. I would love to add to that and make it a hat trick of titles. They would be the first nation to do so. Of course, Australia, the most medal hauls in out of all the nations in these World Championships. 5 medals, all bronze medals. And only one team from Asia has won a World Championship, and that is Japan, who won this competition 4 years ago in Thailand, in Phuket. Phuphan. Amontep Kompakau, Taylor for company, and Davis Taylor stands his ground. Good defense from the young Davis Taylor. No doubt doing his parents, Garrett and Trish, proud back in Kansas City. Here is Jude Hiley. Thinks about it, now gives it up. Sebastian Milan a 2, that's short. And it's rebounded by Chachafong Phuphan. And the ball bobbed around. Ball is loose, the States have it. Here is Boutel, almost lost the ball. And again, patient build-up play in transition. The miss from Hiley, that's uncharacteristic of him. Final 2 minutes of the half here in Sao Paulo. Amontep Kompakau loses the ball. Good defense there from Sebastian Milan, the Bronx, New York native, and it's, well, an easy layup was incoming there for Gavin Peterson, but he blew the layup and a whistle has gone. Well, a lot of love for the United States of America on the IWBF YouTube channel. Keep the comments coming. Great to have you all on board. Whether you're in the United States, Thailand, or anywhere else across the world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also follow us on all social media platforms. Loads of great content, behind the scenes stuff. There's all 12 nations aim to become world champions. 1:29 remaining. An offensive foul has been called on Thailand, and it is on Falatok Sierro. And substitution will come in for Thailand. Double substitution for Thailand with 1:28 remaining, as Nononat Kompompak will come back in, as well as Superwith Weabring. And Bomthihak Sisuwan comes out, as does Falachok Chiero, who manages to stay out of foul trouble as Jude Hiley banks in a 2 from the elbow. Falachok Chiero picked up 3 quick fouls in the first period, but has remained clean ever since. As Thailand looking to get some points on the board, as Kampompak misses the 2 from mid-range. Final minute of the half here on court 1 in the Paralympico Sports Hall. Hiley again. Jude Hiley was almost off balance going for that, and again, but the whistle has gone. And the foul called on Nononat Kompompak, and that'll be his first foul of the evening. 44.3 to go in the half. Milan now going along the baseline, looking for options. Instead goes it alone and puts it in. Sebastian Milan. Patient build-up play, waiting to get to his spot, and made no mistake. Spent a chunk of his junior playing career with the New York Rolling Fury, did Sebastian Milan, as said, a Bronx native. Good three-point shooter as well, as Kongpakao misses the three from the top. Final seconds of the half. Here is Hiley, is bumped. Milan with his back to the basket, turns around, doesn't get it to fall. Kongpakao out-jumps him, and that'll do it for the half. And the United States of America firmly in the ascendancy at the summit and in control. They lead Thailand 48-9, outscoring them 25-4 in that second period. Andrew Butel leading the way. Well, in fact, no, it's Jude Hiley off the bench leading the way, excuse me, with 11 points. Andrew Butel has 10. And Montep Kompakao just 3 of 12 from the field. 6 points, 5 boards for the Thailand number 14. But right now, 18 turnovers for Thailand. And the United States have managed to capitalize, scoring 21 points off those turnovers. And that is a big reason why they lead 48-9 at halftime. We'll be back in roughly 12 minutes' time. Stick around. Welcome back to picturesque Sao Paulo, Brazil. And right now this is the last game on court number 1 of day 4 of the IWBF Under-23 World Championships. And you are locked into the United States of America against Thailand. And locked in is exactly how the USA have been. They lead Thailand 48-9. Going into the third period. Warm welcome to everyone on the IWBF YouTube channel, wherever you are across the world, whether you're in the United States of America, whether you're in Thailand or anywhere else around the globe. John Hobbs on hand, keeping you company and guiding you through the action here in the third and fourth period. As you see there, the USA just getting some last-second instructions. The USA fans in the backdrop. Right now, the USA shooting 52% from the field. Jude Hiley off the bench, 4 of 6 from the field, 3 rebounds as well. Going on a 4 of 6 clip. Leading the way for the States. Andrew Boutel ably supporting him with 10. He's played all 20 minutes of this contest as Andrew Boutel, 19-year-old. He's got 3 rebounds to his name as well. Amontep Kompakau is leading the way for Thailand with 6. He's been struggling from the field, 3 of 13. As said, the main offensive threat for this Thailand side. Averaging just under 16 points in these World Championships. And then below that is Falatok Siero, who averages 5. That just tells you how much of an offensive presence he is for this Thailand team. And Sebastian Milan gets us underway here in the third period. Easy as you like. Almost a scrimmage-like shot for Sebastian Milan. And it's 50-9, and Adam Smith colliding with a Thailand player, Nippon Bomthawat. And Thailand will reset and get back underway. 0 of 3 at the moment. Losses to Italy, Japan and Great Britain for Thailand. They play South Africa in their final group game. Under a minute played here in the third period. Kompakau, and the miss there under the basket from Fufan, and away come the USA, off and running. Milan. Smith was going for it, and a beautiful play and a foul. Charles Howe the 4th, out of nowhere, using a bit of English, off the window and down, and he'll go to the line for the bonus. Charles Howe the 4th, originally a reserve on this USA team, but came in last minute in the absence of AJ Fitzpatrick, and doing well off the bench, the number 41 for the States. As the shot is no good from Kampopak. And inside, and another finish, this time Ryan Fitzpatrick. Began his career, the wheelchair basketball career, with the Ryan Martin Foundation. It's been a long day, all right? And now representing the USA here on the grandest stage, and this will be a backcourt violation for Thailand as Noknat Kampampak can't hang on. Here is Charles Howe the 4th. He's going to go for a long-winded 3. That's in and out. And Kompakau will let that go out of bounds. And it'll be a Thailand ball. There's our referee from Algeria. Gives it back to the Thai player. Mibaka Lebani of Algeria, Tomasz Paya of Czechia, and Aya Ahmed of Egypt are three officials overseeing the action here. And that ball will go right back out of bounds, and the United States will get the ball. And that's turnover number 20 for Thailand in this contest. 2 minutes, a bit of change played in the third, and the USA in the ascendancy at the summit. Smith with the ball, and that's too easy, and the finish is pure from Fitzpatrick under the hoop. Thailand really yet to get going in this third period. A 6-0 run start. And Kompakau misses the two-pointer from mid-range, and now the USA off and running. Milan waits for help. How the fourth comes to collect. There is Hiley along the baseline. Can't get the corner pocket shot to fall. Kampelpak. 3 minutes played here in the third. Offensive foul called on Thailand as Superwit Weerbring collided with Charles Howe. Getting a little chippy out there, getting a little physical as Adam Smith gets the United States off and running. Milan breaking out on the wing, and there he is on the ball. Milan can shoot the three. 38% three-pointer in his first year at the University of Illinois. Here he is from the mid-range. That's short, though. It's a flat attempt, but Charles Howe the fourth collects. 10th offensive rebound for the United States. High off the window from Smith, no good, and it's rebounded by Kampelpak. And now Kampelpak brilliantly charged down there by Howe. And the shot off the back iron from Fufan, and away comes Fitzpatrick, and the United States relentless in their assault here. Smith, Hiley, they're lining up. Hiley misses the two. Hiley gets his own rebound. Milan to Howe. Howe, the floater. That's good. Second field goal for Charles Howe. Another fearless competitor, Charles Howe the fourth. As Kompakau was thinking about the three, a whistle has gone as Chachafong Fufan is on the floor, but he gets back up quickly. And the ball is loose, and now it's a race. Hiley and Howe are all alone. Brilliantly kept in. Howe has it, and he gets it to go, and a foul. Brilliant play from the United States. Jude Hiley, how did you do that? One of the plays of the tournament. And Howe gets the bonus. What a play. I hope that ends up on a highlight reel somewhere. Kompakau. Kompakau, great defense from Howe again. He is everywhere right now. And the ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Thailand. Plenty of time on the shot clock as Thailand will bring in some substitutions momentarily. Kritayod Kiakama. Or in fact, no, that's not Kiakama, that's Valatok Chiero coming back in, excuse me, alongside Bumthihak Sisuwan. And Montep Kompakau. Kompakau fading away over Hiley, and Montep Kompakau with the two off the window. See the replay, Jude Hiley looking to get his hand up. Kompakau composed with the finish. Hiley, the lefty. Howe at the top, surveying, goes for three, short. And it's rebounded by Sisuwan, and Bomthihak Sisuwan is fouled. .4:49 remaining in the third period. The States up by 50. Fufan. Fufan, again, the Thai players methodical in how they're approaching their offense. Kompakau over two USA players, Hal the fourth and Milan, but misses the two. Hiley comes up with it, and now Hiley off to the races. Gives it up, Milan from 7 feet. Yeah, he'll track back. Hiley along the baseline. And Kompakau with brilliant defense, and now Thailand have the numbers. Kompakau, but the United States get back on defense and into their set. Fufan. Fufan a two, and that's no good. And it's rebounded by Jude Hiley. Charles Howe the fourth. And the finish there from Hiley. .52 lead for the United States, looking very comfortable, but they're not going to be on cruise control. They want to win this. They want to make a statement. They want to rebound on this. 3:19 remaining. Shot clock is winding down. Kompakau from the elbow. Again, a good look for Thailand. Using up all of the shot clock. Milan almost lost the ball. Hiley now picks it up. Howe the fourth in acres of space at the top. Gives it up to Smith. Cross court, welcomed by Hiley. Hiley a two is short. And rebounded by Chiero. Shot clock down to 9. Kompakau just about collects it under great pressure from Hiley. It's tipped away by Milan. It's picked up by Fitzpatrick. Here is Adam Smith. And Adam Smith lays it up and in. .2:15 remaining in the third period. And Smith with his second field goal of this game. Jude Hiley leading the way with 13. Kompakau with 10 to shoot for Thailand. He has options. Adam Smith with stifling pressure along the top. And the shot is up. The shot is short from Fufan. And a whistle has gone. Thailand with just one field goal in this third period. There's more substitutions coming in for the States as Colin Lancaster and Gavin Peterson check back in. USA frequently now rotating their bench. Majority of their starting five have not played many minutes in this contest. Mainly Keyshawn Perry, who's only played 7 minutes. Usually he plays around 30 minutes a game for the United States, but has been a spectator for the majority. Hal the fourth, Milan, the USA zipping the ball around, and the end product is wanting, but the offensive rebound is there for the taking. Hal the fourth, ball is loose. It's anybody's guess who's got it. Hal the fourth has it, and he puts it in. 6 points in this third period for Preston Charles Howell IV. What an impact he's made in this contest. Full fun. Final minute of the third period. Here is Chiero being hounded by Milan. Chiero, shot clock is at 0 nearly. There it is, and it's a turnover anyway, as Lancaster has it. There is Fitzpatrick, Ryan Fitzpatrick, the layup. Three of 3 from the field for Ryan Fitzpatrick for 6 points. You can chuck in a rebound and an assist for good measure. Final 25 seconds, give or take, now to end, as the shot is up, a long 3 from Chiero. And away comes, well, Milan was looking to get that, but it was asking a little too much of him. Ball goes out of bounds, and Thailand, with the shot clock off and 15.4 left in the third, have the ball. And it's anyone's guess if they will hold for the last shot, or get a turnover, as Colin Lancaster gets the layup to go. Colin Lancaster, as the game clock for the end of the third expires, doing the University of Alabama proud. And that ends the end, well, that is the end of the third period, and the United States accelerating to a 60-point lead and well on their way to victory here in the final game on court number 1 of day 4. It's been a well-balanced scoring effort from the United States, as you see the Thailand team there. This is a good experience for them. They've played their hearts out. A lot of passion within this Thailand team, and you can't knock that. 0 of 3 at the moment, and well, unless a miracle happens, looking set to go to 0 and 4 in Group B. 23-2 third period by the United States, who are led by Jude Hiley, 50% from the floor, 2 of 2 from downtown. You can chuck in 8 rebounds for good measure. Doing the business off the bench, Jude Hiley, making his grandparents proud over in the States. And Thailand led by Imontep Kompakhao with 8. You can chuck in 7 rebounds for him. Hello everyone. To those of you watching here on court number 1 on the IWBF YouTube channel. Final game of day 4 at the 8th annual Under-23 World Championship, second time that it's being hosted by the wonderful nation of Brazil. And the last time these World Championships were in Brazil back in 2001, Canada took home the gold. And then following on from that, the United States won back-to-back World Championships in 2005 in Birmingham, England, and 2009 in Paris, France. As we just have a quick scoreboard malfunction. And we're definitely not in the second quarter. Now we're at the fourth quarter. Our hard-working table officials doing a fantastic job here in Sao Paulo. And another whistle has gone. And a big shout out to all the volunteers, the local organising committee here in Sao Paulo for organising, putting on this spectacular event. So many incredible memories as we enter the halfway point here at the World Championships. Thailand with the first possession. And it's banked home. by Pongistorn Sitissorn in for the first time. And a big smile on his face. That meant a lot to him. That was his first field goal attempt and first score. Pongistorn Sitissorn with his first action here in this one, as the Thailand players now will look to rotate their bench. Peterson. Milan at the top. Here is Preston Charles Howell the fourth. Banks it home. Charles Howell the fourth. What a second half he's had for the United States. He has 11 points on 5 of 7 shooting. Fufan with 7 to shoot. It's long. Milan picks up the loose change. Rebound number 3 for the New York native to go with 4 points. There's that man again. Howell the fourth, the layup. He has 13. Faletokchiero, offensive foul called away from the ball, and that's a foul on Thailand. And that'll be on the number 7, Bonthihak Sisuwan. And that is, I think that's him done actually. Yes, Sisuwan is fouled out of the contest. So Nippon Bomthawat comes in for Thailand, and also back in Supawit Weabring, who checks in for Faletokchiero. Here is Peterson. Milan can't hang on to the ball. Peterson helps him out. Here is Lancaster and Midi. That's no good. And away come Thailand, who, despite being down big, will not give up the fight. They will certainly play until the final buzzer. 3 is up, 3 is no good from Kampulpak. Howell the fourth. Howell at the foul line, beautiful pass. And now it's getting fancy from the States, but the finish is wanting from Lancaster. Ball was bopped around and taken by Kampulpak. As we enter the 3-minute mark of the final period here in our final game of day 4. Shot clock at 4. Fufan has got to put it up. This will be a shot clock violation. He didn't even realize that the shot clock was winding down. Miscommunication there between him and his teammates. Lancaster. Milan. Howell the fourth wide open at the other side, but a foul has been called as Milan was going for the floater. Final game, as mentioned, on this court today. Final game of the day as the action wraps up. Japan getting a hard-fought 62-35 victory over South Africa a moment ago over on court number 2 in the last game next door. Here is Peterson. Howell the fourth wide open at the top. Swings it around. Lancaster off the window. That's no good. And it's rebounded by Kampulpak, as the USA's field goal percentage is dropping a little bit. It was 58% going into the fourth period. It's dropped now to 52, and a whistle has gone. I mean, you could say it's a bit academic given the scoreline, but USA in a bit of a cold spell right now, and Keyshawn Perry will come in momentarily for his first action since the first quarter. USA, though, in transition, and the score from Colin Lancaster. national champion with the University of Alabama in 2023. Averaged 7 points, 2 assists at the Americas Championship in April, where the USA emerged victorious with a perfect 5-0 record. There's the shot clock in single figures again for Thailand. And Phufan nearly went out of bounds, and this will go out of bounds. It will stay with Thailand with 2 ticks left on the shot clock as Davis Taylor and Keyshawn Perry come in. Davis Taylor, a Kansas City King player from the NWBA Junior Division. And Keyshawn Perry from Texas Arlington. And this will be a shot clock violation, as there was no chance of Nippon Bumthawat getting his shot over Sebastian Milan. Howell the fourth. He's in acres of space, puts up a 3, and that's off the back iron. USA now 2 of 5 from downtown, and the follow there is good from Perry. And the USA well on their way to their biggest victory of their World Championship odyssey. 3 is up, and that's no good from Kampupak as we enter the halfway point here of the third. There you see Sebastian Milan, and there's Keyshawn Perry. Milan swings it to Howell the fourth. Again, acres of space. Great pass to Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick couldn't get it to go. And the rebound taken by Nonanat Kompompak. Phufan. Chachafong Phufan with Fitzpatrick for company. Shot clock at 9. Again, Thailand in trouble, and with 7 on the shot clock. And Pongithtorn Sitisorn hits the deck. Another youngster, Sitisorn, always has a smile on his face, loves the game of wheelchair basketball as the shot clock winds down. And that didn't look like a bad attempt from Chachifong Phufan. But here come the States, 3 on 2. Howell the fourth blows the layup. It's tipped by Perry, goes out of bounds. Thailand get the ball. And the ball is stuck in the stands on the opposite side of where the main stand is. And one of the CBBC Brazil local organizing committee members collects the ball, and we restart again. Chachafong Phufan. And that ball will go straight out of bounds and right into the media table. .4:30 to play, and USA comfortable, but not taking their foot off the gas. Davis Taylor. Howell the fourth at the foul line. Here is Keyshawn Perry at the baseline. Howell the fourth. Here is Taylor. They're queuing up, and it rattles in for Taylor. Second field goal for Davis Taylor. 2 of 2 from the field. Phufan. 6 minutes played in the fourth. Phufan with Perry for company. Here is Sitisorn. And that's no good. And away come the Americans once again. 3 on 2. Keyshawn Perry. Here is Milan. There is Howell the fourth. 15 for Preston Charles Howell the fourth. And he leads all scorers. Seven of 8 from the floor now for Preston Charles Howell the fourth, and a whistle has gone away from the ball. As Campeonato went to the ground. 83-13. USA with their biggest lead of the game, 51 points coming from their bench, the majority of them done by that man, Preston Charles Howell IV, as Perry beats two Thailand players to it. Nearly got a three-point play opportunity, and the ball bobbed away there by Campeonato in a bit of frustration. 15 offensive rebounds in this contest for the United States. As Keyshawn Perry heads to the stripe, averaged 9 points, 4 rebounds at the Americas Championship in April. And a beast under the basket, and a decent mid-range shooter as well. And a guy who's actually studying his degree in nursing as well as playing wheelchair basketball. Great to see another person studying healthcare in this world. My goodness me, we need doctors, nurses, and everyone else on the front line. As a whistle has gone. And a first foul of the day for Pongisthorn Citizen. And Thailand in the penalty, so Davis Taylor will head to the stripe. Getting adjusted to life with the under-23 national team. Averaged around 8 minutes a game at the Americas Championship. One of only 2 USA players to average less than 10 minutes a game, but certainly getting more burn here in Brazil, as he will get another bite of the cherry at the stripe, as 2 Thailand players went in a bit too early. That was Citizen and Campeonato. And this time he makes good on the free throw. Great moment for him, Davis Taylor. Huge Avengers fan, huge comic book fan from what we're told. As said earlier, plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Kings, excuse me. He's a Kansas City Chiefs fan, though, as the number 7 for Thailand, Bumthihak Sisuwan, comes back in. And Sisuwan, who's in a little bit of foul trouble right now. 2:41 remaining here in the fourth period. Shot clock at 6 for Thailand. And great pass from Thapshashan, who's into the game for the first time. And Campeonato was going for the shot. A whistle had gone. Referee's just having a check. It was Aya Ahmed and Mibaka Lebani discuss, and Thailand will get the ball. .231 remaining, and they're just adjusting the shot clock. 1 second left. There was additionally 7 seconds, but it's now been moved down to 1. And USA didn't commit the foul on there, and this will be a shot clock violation. And Thailand have done themselves proud in this contest. There's no doubt about that. Just the execution has let them down in this game, and at times just a little more confidence in getting the shot off, but the passing has been decent, the ball movement has been crisp. Here is Howell the fourth, he can't get it to fall, a rare miss for him. Perry beasts his way to the offensive board and puts it in. And final 2 minutes of the fourth period, and an offensive foul has been called. That'll be on Gourmet Thapsashan. Here is Taylor. Taylor to Charles Howell IV. Keyshawn Perry at the other side. Drives inside. There is Fitzpatrick. Looks to go it alone and puts it in. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting here tonight. As Chachuchong Fufan has the ball, still has it. As we enter the final 90 seconds, and this is going to be a USA rout, but it's been a professional performance from the Americans. And as mentioned earlier, Thailand with nothing to be ashamed of. They will drop to 0-4, but there's been some great promise in their offense. Of course, their offense runs predominantly through Amontep Kompakau, but great passing along the perimeter especially. The ball movement has been good. The off-ball movement also has been decent. Just lack of communication, especially when the shot clock has been winding down. Lots to learn, but no doubt they will be back, Thailand. A very proud wheelchair basketball nation. As the United States will head to the foul line as Preston Charles Howell IV, leading all scorers with 15, heads to the stripe as Colin Lancaster checks in. Keyshawn Perry will head to the bench, and that'll probably be his day done. Well, up next for the United States, it is Great Britain, who are currently 4-0 and through to the quarterfinals of the IWBF Under-23 World Championship. For Thailand, South Africa awaits in their last game in a battle of the two teams without a win in Group B. There's the finish and the foul from Colin Lancaster. 47.4 to go. Colin Lancaster with 10 points now on 5 of 10 shooting. This will be his first trip to the foul line in this contest. In a game now where the result is academic. Lancaster buries the free throw. 94-13. And the USA will coast to a victory and improve to 3-1 in Group B. And as said, Great Britain awaits. That should be a feisty encounter over on court number 2 tomorrow. As the shot clock, there is still a shot clock, so the USA will still play on. Here is Taylor to Lancaster. Howell the fourth, beautiful pass to Milan, who did so well to collect that. Ball goes out of bounds and off Thabrashan last. Shot clock is off, final 10 seconds of this contest, and another whistle has gone, this time Bumthihak Sisuwan with the foul, and the USA will get more chances for points at the foul line. Colin Lancaster to the stripe to just put another exclamation point on what has been a thoroughly professional showing for the USA here today, as they will improve, as said, to 3-1 in Group B. Victories over South Africa and Japan, now Thailand, that sole defeat to Italy. And for Thailand, they will drop to 0-4, and they will play South Africa next. And a 5-second violation And an apology there from Nononat Kampulpak as the USA will get the ball in what really has been a long-winded last 10 seconds. It seems to have lasted forever. As Colin Lancaster will now hold it and the USA will settle. 96-13 is your final. The USA come out on top. A thoroughly deserved victory for them here today to see out day 4 of the Under-23 World Championships. What a performance from Preston Charles Howell IV. 58% from the floor for his 17 points off the bench. 2 players on 13 points, Jude Hiley and Colin Lancaster. Andrew Boutel, who started the game and played all 20 minutes of the first half before taking a break for the entire second half, had 10. Keyshawn Perry was 2 points shy of a double-double, 8 points and 10 boards for him. The USA shooting 51% from the floor. Conversely, Thailand just 15%, 6 field goals for them. Amontop Kampakhau with 8 points leading the way. As Thailand dropped to 0-4, South Africa await for them. For the USA, it's Great Britain. We hope you've enjoyed the action here on court number 1. The USA come out on top. From me, John Hobbs, good night, everybody.